No, I have a middle lifestyle.
Middle
And
lifestyle.
I want to go for the slums anyway.
Alright. You other two have low, I presume.
Yes.
Yeah.
Seem to recall Vietho having a low lifestyle. Well, low lifestyle means you live in either Breiðholt or Grafavogur, which is entirely controlled by the Norse pagan church, and the corporate police are not even allowed in there.
Mhm.
Well, with a middle lifestyle, Cal, you could live in like Hlíðar or Laugardalur, where the corporate police have a nominal presence.
Alright, I will be living in Laugardalur then. Go to the pool every other morning.
Yeah. Alright, so, spent a week in Iceland, no job, not a lot of money left, and but one gloomy Sunday afternoon, you receive a call from a moderately familiar number. Let's start with you, Cal.
Alright,
Caller
do
is
I actually know who it is?
Sort of. Give me a logical intuition test.
Is it a memory check?
Yes, it is.
Does my photographic memory tick in now?
Yes, it does.
That's horrible.
Yeah, that's enough though. You remember it. The caller is a hacker called Mr. Freeze. He used to do some freelance work for Lone Star back in the day, and you're sort of tangentially familiar with him. Don't actually know him, but you heard of him.
Alright, I'm picking up then.
All right. You pick up the phone. He says, "Hello, is this Leo?"
Yes.
Uh,
Mr. Freeze, I presume?
Yeah, that's me. Have we met? No, I don't think
I
we've
don't
met.
believe we have.
Alright, yeah, never mind about that. Listen, I heard about your little problem there.
What problem
Yeah.
would that be?
Well, the problem being Lone Star kicking your ass out. Being trapped in this frozen rock in the middle of the Atlantic.
Alright. Is this guy actually local or...
No, not as far as you know.
No, not as far as I know, okay.
He used to work in California.
Alright. Alright, and your point is? You just called me to tell me that you know about my problems and...
Well,
you're gonna tell me
to
to
offer
fuck off them?
my condolences and maybe offer you a way out.
Alright, I'm listening.
Alright, well, I'm got a bit of a problem. Looking for someone who might be able to solve my problem.
Sounds like something I could do.
And if you could solve my problem, then maybe I could solve your problem with being stuck in this shithole. I know some people.
Yeah, well, the key word in that phrase, though, is maybe. If you can get rid of that maybe, then I can help you.
Alright, I can definitely...
If you keep the maybe, then I can maybe help you.
Alright, fair enough.
So, where do you want to meet, or where are you going to send me? What do I have to do?
First of all, are you alone? Do you know of anyone else?
Currently, I am alone. I'm not sure I know anyone
Alright,
else
alright.
out there.
I have a couple other leads. I'll track some people down. So, do you know Players? It's a football bar in Coburg.
No, but I can probably find it.
Yeah, you'll find it. You're a detective, right?
Well, sort of.
Yeah. Alright, see you there in 4 hours.
Alright.
He hangs up. Next up, he calls Vietho. And Vietho, roll me a intuition plus logic test.
What do I have to do now?
That means you add together your logic and your intuition attributes and roll x d6 greater than 5, where x is the result. So your intuition plus logic is what?
Second. 6.
6, alright. So roll 6d6 greater than 5.
Huh.
That's one hit. It should be greater than 5, not greater than 6.
No, 1 hit. That's plenty. You know of Mr. Freeze. He's the one calling you.
Yeah.
Gonna pick up the phone?
Yep.
Alright. Well, he says, yo, is this Vietho?
Maybe.
Smooth. Very troll-like.
Alright. Alright, well, I heard you have a little bit of a problem.
Maybe.
Okay, well, I might have a little bit of a solution.
So you might have heard and you might have a solution.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And you may be Vietho. We're on the same page here.
So far.
Yeah. The trouble is, I got a little problem of my own, and
Of course you do.
looking for some help trying to solve that little problem.
So you are stranded on Iceland as well.
No. I can leave. Well, it's a long story, but can you meet me in the football bar called Players? It's in Coburg in about 4 hours.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right, cool. See you there. He hangs up. And he calls Aaron. Aaron,
Who calls me?
it's Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Freeze.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you remember him?
No.
Old memory.
Memory is what?
It's logic plus intuition. I think. Might be logic plus willpower. Let's call it logic plus intuition for now.
It's the same anyway.
Yeah.
No, I don't, Leo.
Yes, you do.
But nice
One success is plenty. You remember hearing about Mr. Freeze being a freelance hacker, sometimes working for Lone Star in California.
But I don't know him.
No, you don't know. You've never met him.
Aaron Shaw, yes.
Yeah. Listen, my name is Mr. Freeze. I don't know if you've heard of me.
No, I didn't.
Alright, well, I heard you got a bit of a problem.
Yeah, sure I do.
Yeah, well, I might have a little bit of a solution,
That's great news.
isn't it?
What do you propose?
I propose you help me with my problem, and I'll help you with your problem.
Sounds
fair, right?
great if it's solvable.
Yeah, shouldn't be too tough.
So what are you talking about?
Well, I'd rather discuss it in person. Can you meet me at the football bar, Players? It's in Coburg in 4 hours.
When? Yeah, I'll be there.
Great. See you then.
Bye-bye.
He hangs up. The time, by the way, is currently 10 o'clock on a Sunday night. So in 4 hours would be 2 in the middle of the night. So, will you guys be on time, or late, or early?
I will be early.
Early.
Early because I want to see who it is.
Alright. Well, you arrive early at about, I don't know, 10 minutes. 10 minutes earlier or so.
That's about
And
right.
see that the bar is closed. And the only other people there are 2 really suspicious looking strangers.
Alright, I'm gonna roll my... Actually, I'm gonna roll my underworld knowledge, see if I recognize these people.
Good move.
I don't think that I don't think that anybody's gonna see me because I'm hiding out in some shadows or around some corner.
Alright. So you're
I'm
going
not-
to make an effort to not be seen.
Yeah.
Alright. Where are you going to park your truck? It's kind of difficult to hide that in the bushes.
I
Can
didn't
always
go by it.
try.
But
You can always try to hide the truck in the bushes.
I guess I parked it oh god, in some distance because I'm not gonna go right to the front door.
Alright, makes sense. Alright, so you only see one very suspicious looking stranger.
Alright, do I know who it is?
With 4 hits? No, you don't. It's not particularly known in the underworld.
No, I didn't suspect as much.
He's the only other guy around there.
Alright. I'm gonna walk up to him and say, Mr. Freeze, I presume?
Well, Zatni, how will you respond to that?
Nope. But I guess we're on the same date.
Alright, then who the hell are you?
Well, that's not too nice, but I'm Aaron.
Alright,
And
I'm hoping it will be nice to meet you. My name is Leo, so...
hi, Leo.
Right, well, Vietho,
So,
you've seen two...
wait a moment. So you two have been called by Mr. Freeze, I guess,
Yes.
and you don't know how he looks, and you are
have
looking
never met him.
for a way out, maybe?
Yes? Are you in a similar position, by any chance?
Yes, I am.
Alright.
I take a good look at him from top to bottom and back to top.
Yeah, he looks, well,
I can see how he looks. I
yeah,
just wanted to do it.
he looks dangerous in addition to that.
Kind of cute also.
It's
That
the
as well.
mustache.
Oh, I saw the most horrible mustache today. I just wanted to rip it off the guy's face. It was terrible. Anyway, Vietho, these two strangers are talking while you're observing them from the shadows.
What's the time right now?
It's about 10 minutes to 2 o'clock.
I guess I'm gonna stay here.
Alright.
Wait a couple more minutes.
I want to take a look into astral space.
Alright.
I'm gonna roll perception real quick, see if I spot the hiding troll.
So you want a sensing or a perception? It's
Just
a
perception.
sensing, right? Okay.
Well, Cal is going to try to spot you, Vietho.
Yeah.
With a sneaking test.
What am I supposed to do something right now?
Yes,
Or
you go to
Yeah.
the in the jumper file. You go to the skills tab.
yeah?
You see how much you have in sneaking. What's the number? Should say dice pool. Let's see. Sure.
1 second. 3.
Seems low.
Yeah.
Yeah, you most definitely do not have to. Do you have 3 ranks, maybe? So it has basically 4 tabs that are, well, 5 tabs that are of interest to you. The first one should say AIGI for agility.
Yeah.
The second one is the points tab, and the third one is the karma tab.
Yeah.
Then after that there should be a number. That number is
Ah.
your dice pool.
11. It says there 11.
Ah,
Yeah, that
that's
makes
what
more
was
sense.
Whoa.
So
11 dice on sneaking.
let's
That's
roll
amazing.
11d6 greater than 5. Alright. No, Cal, you do not spot the troll hiding in the bushes.
Alright. Is it just the one bush by any chance?
No, there's a couple of bushes. There's a bunch of bushes. Also, it's night. He's kind of far away.
Yeah.
I only rolled 1 success, but do I spot the troll?
No, you do not.
You might note, however, that the guy standing next to you is not entirely human.
What?
Because I'm missing a lot of essence.
Ah, right.
I only have 2 left.
That's correct. Ah,
And what about the bar?
Your astral perception, you do in fact spot a troll.
Oh.
There's a life sign hiding in the bushes. A life sign which has lost a lot of essence.
But I don't know that he spotted me, so I'm
No, you
gonna.
No.
Yeah.
What about the bar? Anything unusual in astral space? Some spirits or anything?
Nope. Nothing
Okay.
in particular, at least not that you can see from outside.
So
Can't see through walls or even windows in astral space, so
we just have a troll in the bushes.
yes. Just a troll in the bushes. Nothing unusual about that.
I take it easy.
Alright. Well, you wait for about 10 minutes, and after exactly 10 minutes, a small hatchback rolls in. A Chrysler Nissan Jackrabbit, the cheapest car you can buy. Rolls into the parking lot, and out steps a overweight man with a very ratty beard, and yeah, some donut stains on his tie. Stumbles out of the car and looks around. Where's the third guy? He says.
I think he's in the bushes.
Okay.
He scratches his head. Okay, well, I'm Mr. Freeze.
I wish.
Pleasure to meet you.
Is this guy a human?
Yes, he is. Well, apparently at least. He's got
Yeah.
longish hair covering his ears, but yeah, he looks human.
Alright.
Yeah. So I guess I'm gonna come out now.
Alright?
So what's the job? What do you need?
Well, let's go inside, he says, and walks up to the bar.
We're going inside.
Alright, I'm taking a picture of the guy.
Alright. You take a picture of the guy. He rolls up to the front of the bar, goes down on a knee, picks something up out of his pocket, jiggles with the lock a bit, and then opens the door. And holds the door open, gestures for you to go inside. Ladies
Thank
first.
you.
Is it just him, or does he have a bodyguard with him or
Nope.
something, or no?
Just him.
Oh.
A short, tubby, balding dude in a cheap hatchback.
I'm gonna take one last look at the car and enter the
Alright.
bar.
Well, once you're inside, Mr. Freeze closes the door behind you, takes a seat at one of the booths. The bar is completely empty. There's nobody there, not even staff.
I'm gonna
Lights
have
are
a
off.
beer.
Alright. You just grab a beer out of the cooler.
Yep.
It's not long.
Anyone else want something?
No.
I check out the
thanks.
bar.
Yeah. There's tons of alcohol on the bar. There's a bunch of
I'm gonna
security
bring
cameras
a couple
all over
of
the place,
beers
of
and
course,
a
but
bottle.
what's
Okay, that's enough for me.
Well, that's just for me. I mean, you can have
No,
some of the
no,
bottle, but I mean...
Bring me one too.
Alright, I'm bringing 3 beers then and a bottle of brännvin.
that? Alright. Well, once you've all gotten boozed up, Mr. Freeze takes a seat at the table and looks you over a bit. Says, yeah, okay, you'll do. So, I don't know if you know a lot about Iceland. I assume you've not spent a lot of time here.
It's a nice country. I really enjoyed my stay so far.
Yeah, the
Joking,
hot tubs are pretty decent, and I mean, even with the cold climate, the pools are pretty warm as well. It's actually pretty impressive. But that's about all I can say about this country so far, at least.
Yeah, okay. Well, listen, I have a couple of contacts who help me get stuff in and out of the country every now and then. And with their help, I can easily smuggle you out. Sound
I'm
good?
not stuff.
What's that?
I'm not stuff.
He's
It
not
just
stuff.
says-
Ah,
I'm not stuff.
well, stuff can sometimes be people. You know how it is.
Maybe.
And what do you want in return?
Well, let me be straight with you. I like to gamble a little bit. Do you like to gamble?
Yes.
Nope.
Well, there's a couple of people who I borrowed some money from, and they may or may not want their money back.
I'm assuming they want their money back.
Yes, they want their money back, and I don't have the money.
How much are we talking here?
It's about 40k.
Of course.
But you don't have 40k just lying around?
No, I don't.
Do you have any cyberware?
What?
Cyberware? You can sell that stuff.
Yeah, but no, I don't.
Wait, you're a
But just-
hacker, aren't you?
Yeah,
Couldn't you just, sell your DAC or something?
sell my what?
Your
You
DAC.
crazy? Rather shoot myself. Rather the Russians break my knees, which is, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's the Russians.
Yeah. Didn't I mention that? Oh, sure, I mentioned that.
No, you did not.
Yeah, I owe the Russians some money, and I can't pay them.
All right.
So if you can't
And-
pay them, how can you afford to get me or us out of the country?
Because I got some friends. I got some
Oh.
contacts, Some friends
And
in
they
hackers.
all owe you a favor or
Yeah.
what?
Something like
Uh-huh.
that.
What do
Alright,
you want
so
us
what
to
do you
do?
need us to do?
Well, I need you to go convince the Russians to, give me a little bit more time.
How much time do you need?
About 1 week.
Sounds rather reasonable.
Yeah, doesn't it? That's what I thought, but they didn't exactly see it that way.
And
They burned my house down.
honestly,
Oh, right.
you'll
Yes, I
be
do.
able to do it in a week?
No, I'll be able to get the hell out of the country in 1 week.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
So, yeah, if you could just keep them
What-
off me for a week, then I'd be much obliged.
So
So-
we're just
so-
talking about taking your flight out, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Wait a second. You want to get out of the country,
yeah, of course.
and we are supposed to keep those guys from
From killing me.
yeah. So
So
we'll-
tell us. Sorry.
Sorry, just you will get out of the country, and we will still be here.
No.
Keeping-
I'll in 1 week, then I can get myself and the three of you out of the
Ah,
country. You see,
of
that's
course.
when my guys roll around.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It's not exactly on demand,
Right, I'm interested.
All right. That's good.
I can't speak for the rest of the group, but yeah.
Well, it's not my kind of talent set, but wouldn't it be much easier to just make 40k and pay the Russians? Not
Sure,
for you,
yeah.
but maybe, I don't know. You got contacts, you said,
Yeah.
and they don't have job offers or something like it?
Like I said, it's kind of a long story.
Okay, what Russians are we talking about?
Thanks for that question.
Yeah, recently the Russians had a bit of a setback in their Icelandic operations, but they came back with a vengeance, and their old
What?
operation in Garðabær is back up and running.
What are their operations?
Oh, smuggling, gun running, drugs, extortion, basically anything illegal that happens in the slums. it's
I'm
supplied by the
assuming
Russians.
we are talking about the war here when we're talking about the Russians.
Yeah. You know any other kind of Russian?
Not that I
yes.
can think of, no. Not when people are actually talking about the Russians.
Exactly.
I have met some Russians which are not Vori, but they are usually not referred to as the Russians.
Yeah, around here, pretty much any Russian you'll meet is one of the 40. At least, yeah. That's how it's portrayed in the streets.
So, whom exactly do you owe money?
I don't exactly know how they keep track of it. I borrowed money from a dude named Boris. He's got a mock construction site. Supplies guns to the church dudes.
So, where are you expected to pay back?
About 3 days ago.
Where?
Where? Oh, I don't know. I've been in hiding since then. I was supposed to just wire the money over on a secure account, but well, it's a bit too late for that now.
Okay.
Alright. So who should we go talk to? Just this Boris guy, or
Yeah, probably Boris. Maybe he has a boss, or maybe he has an underling. I don't really know. I'm not big into organized crime, you see. That's where you come in. That's what you did, right? Organized crime? Lone Star?
keep dreaming, buddy, but just let's pretend here for a second. Let's say we find this Boris guy, and let's say we can convince him to wait a couple of days. I seriously doubt that he's the only one we would have to convince.
Like I said, I don't know. Just keep the Russians off me for a week, and I'll get you right out of here.
It's a start for me. But where would we go, and what kind of contacts do you have around there?
Vasily is a friend of mine. I used to play some poker with him. He works at the construction yard with Boris. Aside from that, I know Boris.
No,
Vasily
I'm not
hooked me up with
talking
language.
about the Russians.
Oh.
I'm talking about our flight. Where are we going?
We go straight to California. That's
Right.
And
From where and how do we contact you?
One moment. He goes digging around in his trench coat and pulls out a couple of comlinks. Here, take these. These are secure comlinks. They have my number in it. You can call me anytime.
All right.
What about expenses? I mean, you obviously knew about our situation.
Yeah, I
But,
heard about it through the grapevine. I used to do some freelance work for Lone Star back in the day.
But I don't have exactly so much money to live on. So is the flight home your the only way you're gonna pay us?
Well, if I had the money to pay you, I'd just pay the Russians, right?
I don't need 40k to survive or to eat something other than. Let's keep it at
I
that.
guess. Well, I suppose you. I would offer you a place to stay, but the Russians kind of burned down my house.
Mm-hmm.
Also, out of character, you have already bought a low lifestyle, so you're covered to the end of the month.
Okay.
So what do you say, guys? Can I help a brother out?
I say we
Sure,
go
might
for
as
it,
well.
but we talk again in California.
Yeah.
All right. See you around. And he
I'm gonna stand up and shake him by the hand.
shakes your hand. His hand is greasy.
Same.
All right. While I do that, I'm actually gonna slip a RFID tag in his pocket.
All right. Roll me a. What was that test?
Palming.
Palming, that's the one. Roll me a palming test. Which I will oppose with a secret GM roll.
And I'm actually going to etch this test.
Do it.
So your name is Bond, Leo Bond?
It might be.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, you slip that RFID chip right up in there.
Alright, it's a security tag I'm slipping in his pocket then.
Alright. You have a bug on the hacker.
That I do.
He stumbles to his overweight feet and waddles out of the bar and back into the hatchback. Drives off into the distance.
Right, I'm gonna grab a few more beers and another bottle and head out to my motorcycle.
Alright.
So guys, that was an interesting meeting.
Yeah. I'm thinking we should sell him out to the Russians and get the Russians to get us home. Seems like
Why
a much,
would they
much
do that?
simpler solution. Because he owes
Why
them
would they do that?
Because he owes them 40k and they want to set
Which
an
is
example.
like nothing.
Yes, but they still want to set an example with that.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that they owe us anything.
Well, if we actually bring him to them on a platter, then they do.
It would owe you about 40k.
Approximately. And
I don't like
I mean, if we look at what he told us, the Russians are smuggling stuff in, and Boris is the guy smuggling stuff in for the Russians here. So presumably he should be able to smuggle us out as well. I mean, I'm just thinking it's a much simpler solution.
I
to
don't want to
our
go to
problem.
Russia.
We of course go to California. Where else would we go? I mean, we're not gonna deal about going somewhere to Siberia. That's just out of the question.
I don't know. Here's Siberia's nice this time of year.
I don't like it. Why? I mean, sorry guys, but I do believe I've met my fair share of people like him and people like them. If we deliver him, they will say thanks. We would have done the same maybe 5 days later or something, but they don't owe us anything. And I don't want to work for them here, so
No,
I wanna
what we
off this
do
island.
is we go meet this Boris guy. We tell him, all right,
Mm.
we know where this guy is. We can bring him to you. If you can bring us or take us to California, that's all.
I don't want to deal with the Russians.
Well, I don't really want to deal with the Russians. However, we are going to have to deal with them in one way or the other. Either we convince them that he is going to pay them, or we directly deal with them and get them to take us back. The
You
thing,
can look at it this
what-
way: you either deal with the Russians or you fuck with the Russians.
Yes,
do you
exactly.
prefer?
That's what I'm thinking. If we actually go to the Russians, convince them that he is going to pay them back in a week, and then we disappear with the guy, I don't think the Russians like that very much. And I to be honest, would prefer to work with the Russians for a short time than to piss them off, because that can have some repercussion when you fuck with an international criminal organization.
That you're right about, but didn't you aren't you wondering how he knew about us?
Yes, I am, and I have no idea who his friends are. So, but then again, a unknown danger may or may not be greater than a known danger. But I know for a fact that the Wari are really, really, really freaking dangerous. I have no idea how dangerous his friends actually are. And,
This would be a
and-
good time for an underworld knowledge test.
Yes, it might be.
Yes.
If any of you have any knowledge skills related to the Russian mafia,
Yes, I
Now's
happen
the
to
time to speak up.
have a Wari knowledge skill.
well then, let's probably roll that, right?
I
I
just
really,
got
really
organized
stocked up
crime.
on the knowledge skills.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
oops, sorry about that.
tend
Where
to
are
go.
my knowledge skills? Oh, are over here.
I tend to go back to the Russians mostly because I like doing the Russian accent.
The Russian accent is pretty good, and it's fairly easy to do as an Icelandic person.
Yeah, well, I guess it's more of a Polish accent, since there's not a lot of Russians here to mimic. 2 hits.
Guys, have you realized that a Russian accent is sort of like speaking like a rewinding tape? It's really funny when you think about it. That the typical Russian accent that is mimicked in almost every movie, every episode, whatever, it sounds sort of like someone spoke backwards onto a tape and it's being played backwards.
Yeah, I guess it kind of does. That's pretty weird. So, you were rolling Underworld and Vori knowledge, right?
I was
I was
rolling
rolling-
organized crime.
Organized
Yeah, I
crime.
was rolling just Wari.
Alright, well, Zatni, with 2 hits on just generic organized crime knowledge, you know that very recently, about 6 months ago, the chief of the Vori operations in Iceland was arrested and is currently awaiting execution in an Icelandic prison. And since then, the Russians have slowly but surely rebuilt their operations, rumored to be supported by the Vietho Corporation. Cal, with 2 hits on the specific Vori knowledge test, you know that Boris is a somewhat legendary Russian fixer who they bring in to to salvage fucked up operations.
Alright, so he is not specifically dealing his business in Iceland. He goes around.
Yes, he's a specialist.
So the fact that he is here in Iceland and Mr. Freeze was actually dealing with him directly means that he was probably here on some other business beforehand.
Possibly.
What is my impression of this Mr. Freeze guy? Is he organized crime himself, or what do I think from this meeting?
Well, he looks like an incredibly stereotypical greasy hacker who you would imagine sitting in his mother's basement trying to hack hentai websites. But he obviously did some freelance work for Lone Star, so he can't be entirely incompetent, and he did manage to disable the security cameras and stuff for this bar. But yeah, either he's a really good actor or he's a greasy hacker who happens to have some friends who smuggle
Okay.
shit in and out of Iceland. Who those friends would be, you have no idea.
There is, however, a third possibility in that. Both of you guys actually were working for Lone Star, as far as I can tell.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
this Mr. Freeze guy also was working for Lone Star. And it's kind of a coincidence that we are all here in Iceland at approximately the same time.
Isn't it?
Yes, it is. I'm thinking they might have actually sent us here for some reason which we were not told about, and he might have been part of that. But no idea. But it's a possibility and something that. So at least keep in mind.
Anyway, I don't like going with the Russians. You know, if Mr. Freeze is Lone Star as well.
Nice theory, but why would they send a greenhorn and me here without telling us anything in advance? And then firing us? I mean, Black Ops 1-on-1 or what?
I take a good look about 1 meter up and say maybe because of your size.
Well, the thing is, we didn't really get fired. They just lost the contract that they had. However, I think it's you make a good point. I mean, it is fairly suspicious. I mean, Lone Star is a relatively international company, and the
Yep.
fact that they lost their deal in California does not mean they technically can't operate here. However,
Exactly.
they might have sent us here to get someone that committed some crime or whatever in California, and because they have lost that contract, they have no stake in that bounty anymore. So that might be the thing, but like I said, it's only a theory, just guess, because it feels rather suspicious that they would send 4 people here, at least at the same time, approximately.
Well, the official reason given for sending you to Iceland was on vacation. The company was doing some sort of human resources program and decided that sending people on expenses paid vacations to Iceland was a great way to build morale. And so they forcefully sent people to Iceland. It was not...
You know, I'm not really into all those theories. It's not my thing. It's just that I don't see me doing any dealings with this Boris guy.
All right, fair enough. I mean, it's what I would prefer to do, but willing to work with the other party as well.
I'd say we check him out nonetheless because we at some point we have to at least have a look at him. I mean, we can decide then if we actually talk to him, but we should check
Yeah.
out his organization so to find out where we stand.
All right.
So
Well-
before we go any further, what were you guys actually doing for Lone Star? What are your capabilities and yeah, so on and so forth? just to establish some working order in the group.
I've just been hired about 3 months ago, but they want me in the special investigations department, so maybe undercover stuff. And I think I'm pretty suited for that.
Alright, why do you think that? Are you just good with people, or what special skills do you have?
Can I just cast a spell to look exactly like he does?
Yes, you can. You
I
sure
do that. 4-3 will be enough.
Can. Yes, it will.
Are you? Oh.
Yeah, that's a success. You look exactly like Leo Bond.
Alright.
No drain for me.
I do not resist that. So, alright. Now I get it. And you, big guy? Well, I didn't catch your name.
I turn back to my usual self.
So are you guys done? Fine.
You have a gun in your arm, don't you, Vietho?
So you didn't? Yeah, you didn't. Yeah, whatever. I don't think my name is important. But your perceptions sure is very impressive. So we have one creepy guy and one guy with extraordinary sight.
Yeah, and apparently one guy that can't really contribute to the group and doesn't really want to tell us whether he can. So I'm thinking maybe the two of us should just, go do our thing and leave you here. Or you could just give us some basics about what you can actually do, what you want us to call you, and we can just move on. And everyone knows where they actually stand. It's the only thing I'm asking.
Cal has low charisma.
Okay, at this point, I'm not going to demonstrate my weapon skills. Let's just say Lone Star was my, I don't know anymore, third job. And I'm pretty good at tactics and had, of course, some serious training. And let's say I'm very convincing when it comes to make people tell what they don't like to tell.
Alright, fair enough.
I'm not too impressed. But
Of
I don't
course
say
you're not.
that.
Well, you'll have your chance to be impressed later. So what's the plan for now?
Yes, I'm sure of it. Are we still in the pub?
Yeah. Yes, you are.
Okay, then let's just go somewhere else and make some plans.
Alright.
Anybody of you got a car or something?
I have a bike.
No.
Got a truck.
Oh, that is great.
Mm.
So, will you give me a ride?
On the, what is Ladefläche in English? Holger, was ist ein Ladefläche auf Englisch?
I don't know. On the back?
On the back of the truck, of course. I'm sure you can keep yourself warm and comfy out there.
I think now would be a perfect opportunity to go for your first negotiation roll. To negotiate for the shotgun seat.
Alright.
I don't care. And I'll be right back.
Alright. Let me see if I can't find your character sheet here somewhere. Get brother save it somewhere.
Alright, I'll be right back as well.
Yeah, me too.
Bye, guys.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
So, are we rolling yet?
And
Nope.
back.
Ah,
Nope.
there we go. Yes, you are in fact rolling. You somehow managed to convince the troll to let you ride inside the car rather than on the back. So, what's the plan? You know roughly where Boris hangs out? It's the middle of the night, so probably won't be there right now.
Do I know the... No, never mind.
I mean, what kind of area is it? Is it part of the city or?
It's in a sort of a suburb.
Any one of you got a nice place? So we can make some plans.
Are you saying my truck's isn't nice?
Yeah, it's just moving, you know. I was thinking about some sort of couch maybe where we can make some plans. And it's late now and... Okay, we can go to my place. It's not too good, but let's go there.
Okay, where is it?
I give you directions.
Okay.
This place is in Breiðholt, which is, yeah, not too far from where your own place is. It's in the slums. The place took a bit of damage in the mercenary invasion, and Corp never bothered to fix it. So,
Okay.
the place is, yeah, it's a pretty run-down apartment. There's no running water, but there's an open pipe not too far.
It's fine.
Is there
I
a
brought a couple
shop?
of beers.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, there's shops and businesses, but it's all fairly low rent. But there is a couch, so there's that.
Yes.
Okay.
So what's the plan? What are you gonna do? It's up to you now.
Alright, I think I'm gonna just start off with a matrix search for this Boris guy.
All right. Go ahead.
Five hits.
All right. Well, you pretty much learned the same information that you learned with your Vori test, with the addition that Boris has already been in Iceland for about 3 months now. He has a contractor business, a plumbing company, registered to his name, and yeah, he's rumored to be affiliated with Vori somehow.
Can we get any information on his daily routine or something?
No, not by Googling it.
Yeah,
That's actually cool.
that's basically what I did. I just Googled him. I
Yeah,
used my
okay.
superior Google fool.
Okay.
Yeah, getting his daily routine would involve tailing him.
Yeah.
Which is something we might actually end up doing.
You know, just kicking down his door and shooting him in the face.
Yeah, I don't think that would help us.
would
Unless
be able
he
to-
is actually the guy that our guy owes the money.
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah, but I think he owes the money to the Vori, not Boris specifically.
Exactly.
So there might be someone else that knows about the debt.
So I don't see... Right now, I don't see any way to convince Boris that he should wait 1 more week, because that's not their style, I guess.
What we
Well,
could-
what would be our arguments? There are none, I think.
we can always just go to them and say, so, there's this guy who has a problem, and that problem happens to be you, So, in order to fix that problem, we were wondering if you have a problem we can fix. Basically, if we work for you for a bit, will you give this guy a bit more time? Or just let him off the hook?
I thought you didn't want to work for the Russians.
Honestly, I want to get off this rock. If that means working for the Russians, I'm relatively fine with it.
I don't have too much of a problem with working for the Russians, and the job is okay. I just don't want to throw the freezer under the bus.
Alright.
I don't-
Then again, we can always also try blackmail. Not sure with what or how, but it's always a possibility.
I mean, we do have a week right now. At least that's what the donut guy says, so
Yes, you have to keep him alive for a week.
yeah.
That doesn't mean you have a week to act.
No, it does not.
Yeah.
For all you know, the Russians might be killing him right now. Although he'd probably call you to let you know the job was on.
Yes, because he's polite like that.
You would at least get a little quest failed icon in your journal.
Yeah, we could try to just talk to Boris.
I say
this- Yeah,
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh, please.
No, I was finished. We could just talk to Boris and see what happens, but that would
I'd say
be
yeah.
dangerous.
Why? I mean, we don't have to go there and say, listen, dude, there's this guy who owes you money. Please wait for him. I mean, that would be blunt stupid.
No, we'd would have to offer some sort of job we do for him or something. Maybe he needs us. But he's got his own people, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I think you're underestimating your own power here.
Yeah,
Yes.
no, I don't, but does he know about it?
No, not
No.
necessarily, but how could you make him aware of it? Like, if it would be really in his interest to not have to go to war with 3 capable Shadowrunners.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Just tell him about possible repercussions if he goes after Mr. Freeze, but yeah, there could be kind of a win-win situation here.
Yeah, just saying, 3 of you are really dangerous.
And we got a troll.
You've got a troll. And the mage.
Yeah.
Mages can summon
Yeah.
spirits, and spirits can fuck shit up.
Well, I'm
alright,
not actually advertising, but
I'd
okay.
say we go check him out and maybe, I don't know, take 1, 2, 3, I don't know, of his employees.
So
See what they have
yeah,
to say.
Yeah, we might do that. We also might just grab a few of them, talk to them, murder them, and leave them out in the street. This place that they just rebuilt, where is that?
What place?
Wasn't there a place that got destroyed that they set up again or something like that?
No,
Went
just
to
the organization itself got
Oh, right.
real jacked
Right.
and has since been slowly rebuilt in terms
Okay.
in terms of ranks and
Alright.
resources.
But we know where to go if we want to meet Boris, right?
Yes, he his legitimate address is the plumbing company over in Garðabær.
Does the police have jurisdiction there?
Yes, the police has jurisdiction everywhere. They don't
I mean,
recognize
do
the
they
authority of the
enforce
church.
it?
In Garðabær, yes, they do.
Alright.
There is a Norse pagan chief in Garðabær, but he's fairly cooperative with the corporation.
Alright.
Most people in Garðabær even obey the eugenics laws.
I'm thinking we should break into this plumbing place, see if there is anything worth taking there. Taking anything we can use to blackmail him, then start a small fire or shoot a few bullets in the air just to get the cops there, to get some attention to there, while we have the some info that we could use. And we call Boris and say, hey, we bumped into this place, you know, and we found some papers. And then the cops were all over the place, but we managed to get them out. It would be a shame if these papers got in the wrong hands.
Okay, I got it. Why? But why call in the cops for a raid? We can just look for the papers. You know, he's
Yes,
going
but-
to be pissed about the cops raiding his place.
Yes, which is exactly the point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to
And
piss off
they are
Boris.
more likely to actually believe it if they have actually checked out the place already.
I like it, and I'm because I hope not only that we get something, I don't know, to blackmail him, but just some information on the guy.
Yeah. All right, that sounds like a plan. So, when would you like to break in? It's currently about 3 past midnight.
It's perfect time.
Yeah, of course.
All right. Well, you grab a cup of sewer coffee from Zatni's low lifestyle to keep yourself awake for the night. Unless you got some drugs that can handle that.
No, but I have a sleep regulator. I'm fine.
There you go. And then you roll into Garðabær. A fancy Toyota pickup truck. Fancy functioning. So, the plumbing company is sort of on the outskirts. It's near the docks. And it's fenced off with a like a chain link fence with razor wire on the top of it and a closed gate. So you just drive past it casually and get a glance at it. There's a few trucks in the parking lot inside, and there's 2 main buildings. It's like a small office reception area and then a larger warehouse-like structure. So it seems to be a moderately large plumbing company.
And in astral space, what does it look like?
Like a dull grey suburb with no life whatsoever except earthworms and the occasional passing bird. It's kind of depressingly boring.
What about security?
No security. Well, there's a couple of cameras here and there.
Hmm.
On each corner of the chain link fence. Aside from that, nothing. Well, the gate's locked. That's security, I guess. There's a chain which locks it with a padlock. You could cut it with some bolt cutters or even probably just drive through it if you go fast enough.
I do have a mini welder, so that might
Yeah,
be a
that'll
bit
do it too.
quieter.
Yeah.
You have what?
A mini welder.
Oh, great.
Yeah. Cal likes the street gear chapter.
Yes, I really like that chapter. It's fantastic.
There's all sorts of good stuff in there. They made some excellent use of industrial lubricant the other day to kill the president of Ecuador.
Yes, that was fantastic.
It was pretty good. Anyway, how would you like to approach the place? It's the middle of the night. There's nobody there. At least not on the outside.
Not on the
and
outside, and there are cameras, so I like to avoid them as far as I can.
Hmm. There's no way to avoid them. The cameras cover the whole lot. A hacker would be able to disable them without drawing attention to himself. Otherwise, the only way is to either just shoot them out or go in fast enough that whoever's watching the cameras won't have time to respond.
Or it might be that there is no one actually monitoring the cameras.
Yeah,
These
also
are
Yeah.
cameras that are presumably run by the plumbing company.
Probably, yeah.
So
Or at least guarding the plumbing company.
So if we actually get spotted, is that much of a problem?
Well, that depends on who's watching the camera, if anyone. If the Russians are serious about their security, then they would have someone monitoring the cameras 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
However, Russian gangsters are not renowned for their patience and perception. So it's not extremely likely that they're going to be carefully monitored all the damn time.
I'm thinking that we might want to get spotted by one of the cameras just so Boris knows that it was actually us that hit him.
Yeah, but
What?
maybe not right at the beginning. And
No.
but we do have a
Yes.
wizard with us, so can't you just, I don't know, send some funny image in there and try and so that we can see if the cameras are actually active?
Yes, sir. Use your fancy wizard magic.
Well, you could cast an illusion, which would fool the cameras, assuming you have a physical illusion, not just a mana spell.
I give both of them a strange look.
Gonna grin a bit.
Anyway, Leo, are you any good at hacking?
No, I'm not. I have very strong Google Fu, but that's about it.
I think I could just cut open the fence if you give me a mini wielder. That'll be helpful.
Yeah, sure.
And I don't think they'll notice me. Only how is it really? Will they notice the wielder?
Yes,
What
yes,
do
they
you
will.
think?
The mini welder emits a very bright light.
Or do you just have some sort of knife or bigger or something like that in your truck, Vietho?
No. And
No.
the name is Vietho.
What kind of truck is this, Vietho?
It's a heavily armed truck.
It's a rental. Well,
Couldn't I just cut the fence below one security camera where it doesn't can't see me?
Yeah, sure, you could, but to get there, you would have to pass under the security camera
Not a problem.
where it would be able to see you.
Yeah, okay, I cut the fence below one of the security cameras, and then we can get in quickly, so maybe they won't notice us,
Yeah,
and take
just
a look
a
around, and we
small
can
side
get
note.
noticed later if we want to. Yes?
I can't help but notice you have a fantastically useful spell for precisely such a scenario.
Yes,
It's called Improved Invisibility.
I was going to use it. That's why I said it's not a problem.
Ah, I see. So saying, you can cast it on more than one person as well.
I can?
Yeah, you can
Yes.
cast it on as many people as you like.
But
As-
each
as-
one is another -2.
Yes,
Yes,
as long
but-
as you sustain
Okay,
it.
but it's not...
Yeah, but,
okay.
but keep in mind that you can also get spirits to sustain it for you
Yes.
for a short time.
But I'm not good at binding.
You don't need to bind them. You
And
just
you
need
need
to summon
bound
them.
spirits. No, I think you need to bind them.
Nope,
But
not-
we
not
can
to
check
sustain
that
the
out
spells.
later.
But they only do it for just a few minutes. I mean, it's mainly just combat stuff, but it's enough to actually keep them off you, so you can actually cast all your spells, then basically take the bulk and take all your minuses at a time.
Yes. Gaming the system is what spirits are for.
Yes. So it's basically someone that can carry the spells or sustain the spells for you while
Yeah,
you
I
cast
think
them.
I read the chapter. I just didn't think it would be possible with just summon spirits. But okay, if Hell is going to allow it,
Yeah. But yeah,
we can check it out anytime.
and either way, a
Uh,
simple Force 1 improved invisibility is easily enough to fool just standard security cameras.
Yes, so oh, this is awesome. So let's just go in. But I go first. But then we are going to search the compound, I guess.
Yeah.
And
Actually,
hope to-
quick question. If
Yeah.
you have improved invisibility cast on you, that means that the stuff you're carrying is invisible as well.
Correct.
So
Yes.
would that emit a light from the mini welder?
Yes.
Right.
Going to rule yes.
Right. It makes sense, but it could be both ways.
Yes.
But there is a secure spot to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, sure. You can touch
So,
precisely
but are we
the camera.
clear on the plan once we're in? So
Is there a
just
plan?
Yes, find
Stage.
the data, which we have no idea where it is.
Find the papers.
so we're going to stay together, take a look around, and see what happens, right?
Yeah.
Yes, at least to start with.
All right. Well,
Okay, then at first I
there'll be a
want
couple of spellcasting tests.
Yeah, at first I think I want to summon my standard 4/6 fire spirit with fear and guard.
All right.
Eh.
Roll it.
I take it.
All right. Let's see. Yeah, that's 1 service that he owes you, and you take 6 drain.
6 strain. How did he
Yes.
do that with 6 dice?
That's 3 hits, baby.
Uh,
Spirits are mean motherfuckers.
okay, it's 1 stun damage for me.
Alright, that's not too bad. So, Spirit pops into the astral plane. Powerful fire spirit with 1 service owed.
Greetings. Please lend your guard ability to all my friends here and stay with me, because I might need your help.
He nods.
So, I don't know, 4-3 improved invisibility on me through my sustaining focus.
Actually, before you do that, you're a finger wiggler, aren't you? So
I'm what?
you a finger wiggler.
Whatever that is.
That's a fancy term for a mage.
Yes, that's a fancy term for a mage.
Okay.
Can you
So
write it down,
you-
please? Okay, yes.
Yeah,
So
I can do a lot
I
of
was
stuff.
wondering if you might want to take a look around, if there are any spirits around, or
I did
Any-
already. It
Did you?
wasn't too. Yeah, I perceived the place astrally and I didn't see too much.
all right. Well, you might want to tell us about that if you do. I had no idea you'd done it. All right, carry on then.
I would tell you if I saw something,
All right, thank you.
but I was.
Well, I have no idea how competent you are. I just met you an hour ago, so
As it
I am
should
assuming
be.
incompetence until I find out otherwise.
Okay.
Because I am
No
an
offense.
asshole.
Yes.
Anyway,
So 2 hits on my improved invisibility,
yeah.
and
Do?
for the other ones, this is what did I cast? 4-3.
Yeah.
2 drain. No drain.
Yeah.
Force 2 on both Leo and Vietho.
Yeah. Since you're storing it in your sustaining focus, that's no penalty.
For now, for Leo, it isn't.
Yep. Correct. Alright, Leo, you're invisible. And Vietho.
This is Rain. Vietho on 13. I rolled the wrong dice for
Yeah, I know.
Leo, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. Whoa!
Oh, but it's only force 2, so
Yeah.
it's 2.
Well, sometimes limits are boring. Sometimes.
So we're all invisible.
Yes, yes you are. You pass easily under the camera towards a spot in the fence, which you can cut without being seen. And, yeah, you cut the fence.
I guess we have some sort of communication set up, and I don't know how this invisibility works if we know we all are.
All right. Before we go, I'm actually going to give both of them a micro transceiver to use. Because those, as far as I can tell, operate on radio frequency, not the matrix, so they can be hacked.
That's great, I take it.
Alright, yeah.
Thank you.
They are short range, however.
Yes, they are, but we can also connect them to our comlinks and use the matrix if needed.
This is great.
Okay. One question, sorry. How many buildings were there?
There's 2 buildings. There's one small
Buildings.
office building where customers would be received.
Yeah.
And then there's a bigger warehousey type of building.
Okay.
Can we
Like
have
big
a
doors for
rough sketch of that?
trucks to back up into. Yeah, sure.
At the time of spellcasting, can I choose people who don't have to resist?
No.
Okay.
So I'd say we go to the warehouse first.
After you.
All right, and color.
What the?
Here we go. That's the hole, the red square. That's where the hole is, and let's actually do another color. All right, the small rectangles are cars. The long ones are like trucks, and the small ones are pickup trucks.
Alright, so this is a relatively small area.
Yes, it's not too big.
So the small building over here is where what the customers will be, or
Yes, the gate, which would be the traditional entrance, is right over here, which is where people would drive up and then park right over there.
are you having fun, Zatni?
Yes,
You're-
but I'm
What?
listening.
How are you drawing this? This that's
It'll
why it's
come in
pink.
time.
He's a mage.
Yes.
A wizard did it.
Ha ha ha.
Oh, all right. So yeah, the warehouse has a big old door right over here, which is big enough for 2 trucks to back into simultaneously, and then there's a smaller door around here, around the back.
Yeah, this is perfect. Then we go behind, or we are where the red.
Yes, the
We
red,
need some icons, Hell.
Thingy.
the red thingy.
Give us
That's where you are.
icons.
Give me icons.
Icons.
Oh right. Ah, goddamn icons. One moment. Actually, go. Okay, yeah, that'll do.
What?
That is you, Vietho, Sarah.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
I
to
typed
ma-
in Terminator. That's what popped up. Let's see. And
Yeah, you should be able to click that and move that around yourself.
yeah, controlled by Vietho. There we go. You can now move around that piece. And
This is awesome.
hipster. Let's see. There's a lot of hipsters for sale. Ah, there we go. That'll do. And that'll be
Ooh.
What?
that'll be Cal. And then
Well, why the hell am I a motivational poster? I would
hipster,
like
that's
to.
the first thing that
Yeah,
popped up.
I would like to argue that I am not charismatic enough to be a motivational poster.
That's not a particularly motivational poster.
And it's so... It's a square, you know? That's wrong.
Okay. Out of order, right? Off topic. Can you guys just explain to me for or in maybe some short words
Yeah.
what the symbols around my thingy mean? The red, the green, and the blue bubble.
Oh,
and the
they mean
thing
absolutely
that-
nothing.
They more or less mean what you like. So those are intended to be like your health and so on and so forth, if you choose to use that.
Yeah, we're not gonna
So,
Okay.
but we're not really doing that.
Yeah,
But
this is just
it's
for-
something that you can
Okay.
do.
tactical
Okay.
positioning.
Okay. Thanks.
Go and yeah, there you go, Zatni. That's you.
Because he's an elf.
That's exactly.
Where
Let's
is he?
see if I can. There we go. Controlled
Ah.
by Aaron. And there we go. So a space marine, a motivational poster, and an elf.
Can you see if there is a mustache that you can use instead of the
Ooh,
motivational
actually.
poster?
That's
Yeah,
a good
I
idea.
I don't want to
Mustache.
have a fucking bow.
Well, you
Yours
shouldn't
is
have been an
enough.
elf.
For his sake.
That's no.
My agility is 2. My strength is 1.
Are your ears pointy?
Yes.
Well, there you go.
Thank you.
Ah,
Ah.
Real sorry, man. That's all right. Here's the only mustache that pops up.
What? It
So,
looks like a bow tie.
Leo. Yeah, I know. Which is also sort of appropriate, I guess.
You
Isn't
might
that
want to
some
check if you can
hay?
actually find the tie though.
Anyway.
But yeah, whatever.
So-
Yeah, okay.
I can live
I
with
take
this.
that bow. It's great. I love it.
Actually, never mind. There's that's so much better. Here you go, Cal. You're the TIE fighter.
Okay.
No, I'm jealous.
You should.
No, I'm
you
not
should
a
get
TIE
a
fighter.
wand or something.
Anyway, we can check that later.
Yes. So
Okay.
there's 2 ways into the big old warehouse. There's a small door on the side and a big warehouse door on the front.
Yes.
Let's
I
go for
say
the
we-
small door.
Yeah. Of course. What?
I'm gonna let the big
I
guy
stay
go
back.
first.
Nice.
All right. So, Mr. SWAT man is probably the point man. What type of gun did you bring with you, Vietho? Your arm is a gun, of course. So
Yeah. I just
unarmed, but
to
did you bring an
click
assault rifle? or
myself.
something?
Can I just read that? What we because I don't remember all of it.
Yeah,
Which we
sure. But basically, what would your character decide he would need on an occasion like this? Would he bring an assault rifle with an underbarrel-mounted grenade launcher for breaking into a plumbing warehouse? Or would he make do with his arm that is also a gun?
think I would make do with what is implanted. So
Alright, that seems appropriate.
No, it doesn't. But yes,
And a couple of grenades, of course. You never know when you need a couple of grenades. Comes up more than you think. So there's a door. It's a simple wooden door. It's got a lock on it. Handle.
can just try for 1 second if it opens, and if not, I just break it down, I guess.
I brought the master key if needed.
Pull the handle and it is indeed locked.
Okay, Mr. Tool.
Alright, I am
Tool
handing
guy.
the master key to the troll. You are now holding a shotgun.
That's one way to open a door.
It's called the master key for a reason.
I mean, you said it's just a wooden door. Can I just like kick it down?
Yeah, probably.
I mean, it's maybe
it's
not so much noise than a gun.
Well, it's gonna make some
noise,
If
of
anyone's
course.
inside, then he's gonna hear it, but maybe not
Yeah.
the neighbors.
Because
So yeah, just
So
give
actually,
me a
what type of lock is it, or what does the lock actually look like? Just a standard.
simple mechanical lock.
So this is something that a mini welder could
Yeah,
basically melt.
yeah, exactly. Mini welder would
Right.
fuck it up, but
Okay.
it would probably get the lock stuck rather than open it.
Not necessarily. I mean, if we push a bit on the door, then when it melts, it should open instead of just making a melt.
Well, you don't have access to the locking pin which enters the wall. You only have access to the externality of the door, and if you melt the
That's
lock itself, then the mechanism is
No,
just gonna get stuck.
I'm thinking if you basically fire it between the door and the door frame, you should be able to burn part of the wood and then get to the locking mechanism.
That part is covered. You don't actually.
Okay.
It's an outside door, so
All right. Then
do
I think
do we
it's the
have
boot.
some? Sorry.
Then I think you should just use the boot.
I'd like that, but do we have some way to look inside if there's anyone alive in there, or
well, there's a keyhole.
We also have a finger wriggler, which can
Yeah, of
possibly
course.
leave his body and check it out.
Possibly, you don't know.
That's why I'm saying possibly. I mean, I've met some wizards and shamans and things in my time, and some of them have been able to do it, some not.
What am I able to do?
You can astrally
Have a look
project,
inside.
Yes, sure.
which
I
is,
can
which is
go
more than
inside
you
if
used to
I
be able
want
to do
but-
with Helen. You can literally leave your body and travel in the astral space.
But what I didn't get by now is what do I actually see inside there? Because I just see astral space.
Yes, so you see auras,
Yes,
and
but
you see rough
and-
shapes of inanimate objects like the house. You would see the house in vague proportions, and you would definitely see any living auras inside the house.
Which is what we are currently interested in.
Yes,
Yeah.
you would not be able to detect, however, drones or
okay. I
security
sit
cameras.
down and go in.
All right,
Thanks a lot.
you zoom in, and inside there are about 10 people.
Hmm.
So
What
10
kind of
humans all sitting around the table. Well, what sort of looks like a table.
I want to sense the auras.
All right, roll a sensing.
Oh my god, I'm on -4. I
Yeah,
think
that
I
is
don't
if you're
want to do
still-
anything.
If you're still sustaining invisibility, then you're on -4, but you
Yes,
can just
I
drop.
am.
all of the cameras are pointing out, aren't
Yeah.
they?
Exactly. There's no
Yeah,
one.
But
Then-
for
then
now,
you should-
we are invisible. And we got 10 guys in there.
That's right.
Alright, you...
Well, one hit. They're human. That's about all you can.
are
Yeah.
they all human?
Yeah.
Alright, that's at least something. Might
And
want to
they're
drop those
all around
invisibility
that-
and see if any of them are awakened or have
That
decided
X.
or something.
Right?
But I just thought about drawing all the people in there, but I didn't listen where they are seated.
Yeah. You don't actually know exactly where they're
Okay.
seated. In astral space, position is not an absolute
Okay.
thing.
Yeah,
There's
they're...
10 auras somewhere inside that building.
Okay.
If you focus and pull a good sensing test, and you can pinpoint them better. But
I'm
One
not.
hit.
A lot to learn. I still have. Anyway,
astral space is still a lot more simple than the Matrix, so no worries.
Yes, rules-wise it's a lot simpler, but... It's,
Yeah, conceptually
conceptually it's a lot harder.
Yeah. Well,
No, I mean the Matrix is well defined in the literature. So
yeah, that's somewhat of the problem. Astral space.
yeah,
is
agreed.
Anyway, moving on.
Okay.
There's 10
if they
guys.
are-
in there. You have no idea what kind of guys.
Yeah. Can
Yes,
we
we
do
do, they're
the
human.
Can we do the same checkout thing for the smaller building?
Yeah, sure.
I'm moving in.
Thank you.
Right, yeah. In the smaller building, there's no life signs. Everything's just a dull
Do we
gray.
start there then?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think we'll find anything there, but
But
It's worth
maybe
checking.
there's some there's a cellar or something leading to the warehouse from there, so we don't have to break in through the main door. And we could, of course, what?
10 guy
Guys.
dudes.
Guys, dudes, of course. Yeah, so I suggest we go in there. Oh,
Yeah, there's only one door in there. Actually, no, there's not. There's 2 doors in there. That would be stupid. There's 2 doors. There we go.
okay. So is this the same door? So in just an easy wooden door, or is this?
Yeah, just an easy wooden door with a mechanical lock.
So if you don't mind, guys, I'm just gonna kick this one down.
All right.
actually, before you do that, I'm gonna see if the door is locked.
Door is locked.
Alright, go ahead. Try
However,
not
if
to
you-
make a lot of noise.
If you kick down the door,
Yeah.
then there's a good chance the 10 guys in the warehouse.
Oh,
might hear-
actually, wait a second. Because I really like the gear chapter in the core book, I am going to pull out my crowbar and force
Hey.
the door.
Hey.
How much strength do you have, Cal?
I have 3, So I'm gonna hand my crowbar to the big guy and ask him to kindly force the door.
Hey, congratulations! The first time we use a crowbar in game.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, in this group. The last time we had a crowbar used in our group ended up very, very badly.
All right. Well, no pressure.
Well, yeah.
So
we
what do I
almost
have
all
to-
died by that
you
time.
may now roll body plus strength.
And I have to take the number which is mentioned under base, right?
Yes.
Or yeah.
Correct.
No, not the number that's under base. It should be
Value.
under value.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah, right.
And if
Well,
you
it's,
have,
it's
if
almost
you,
certainly the same number.
There's
Yes,
one in
probably.
what is this? Oh, it has to be
unless you
clump.
have it augmented in some way.
Yeah, exactly. What is augmented? There's a second number.
Oh yeah, that's your cybernetics. So it would be the value in the parentheses augmented.
Okay.
So the highest number
Yeah.
in the thing column is what you use. +2 because of the crowbar.
Okay, 1.6.
Math.
Plus or bigger or smaller than 5 or what? Or
Greater than 5.
greater than 5? Okay.
Yep, yep. Smaller than 5 would be real good. All right. Yeah, you quietly and smoothly force the door. No muss, no fuss. The door is now open. It's not going to close
Okay.
again anytime soon, but it's open. And inside, there's a little desk. It's like a small reception area. There's a desk over here. There's a couple of chairs, and there's a coffee machine in the waiting room. Coffee machines are brown, right? There we
Of
go.
course.
And a couple of a small leather sofa for people to wait in. Besides that, there's a computer on the desk, and an office chair behind the desk. So yeah, computer, and yeah, chairs are beige, I think. There we go. Wow. And that's it.
That's it.
Yep.
Okay. Can we start the computer?
Sure.
How large is the computer?
It's a laptop.
So, current date laptop size.
Yeah.
Alright.
It's an older model, but still functional.
Alright, I think I'm just gonna take it and throw it in my backpack.
Alright. Just take the computer.
Actually, I'm gonna check if it's connected to the matrix first.
Alright.
And
How are you gonna do that?
gonna open it
Alright.
and see if something happens.
Yeah, it's on. So, it's definitely connected to the matrix. You could yank out the battery to disconnect it from the matrix, or you could try to fiddle around with...
Alright, is it password locked?
Yes.
Alright, I am going to...
And the on-screen information is all in Russian. So username is Bruski something, and then password.
does anyone here
backwards
speak
R, right?
Russian?
No, not too much.
I can't read it, but just
Alright, can you tell me what the username is then?
no.
So no one actually knows any Russian in the
Then
No.
you have the knowledge skill Russian.
No.
Haha. Well, then you have no idea what the username is.
Alright.
But you do have a computer.
Yeah, I'm gonna yank out the battery and make sure it's actually turned off when I do that. Is it?
The computer?
Does it shut down when I pull out the battery?
Yeah.
Alright, and I'm gonna stuff the computer and the battery in my backpack
Alright.
and...
Write it
carry
down.
on.
You have a computer somewhere. Otherwise, that means you forgot it.
Yep. to say my character has created no such before that.
I'm searching the place.
Alright, roll me a perception test.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're still invisible, so it's...
Oh yeah. It's kind of tough. Alright, one hit. You find some old magazines on a table in the waiting area. And someone left a cup of coffee just on the table. Didn't even bother to throw it away. What an asshole.
But no documents or whatever.
No secret
No.
Nazi documents.
You said there's the brown things here are cupboards or books or
No,
shelves?
the big brown
or-
thing is a leather sofa.
Ah,
The small brown thing is a coffee machine.
ah.
Which is currently plugged in, so you could actually have some coffee right now. Or soy calf, but still.
So what do you think? What's the plan about the 10 guys in the bigger warehouse? I'm not really into killing too many people, you know.
Well, they're Russians, so.
Do we
Who
have some?
says so?
Do you guys have some beer left, by any chance?
Some what?
Beer from the bar.
I think
Or
Cal
did he-
stated that he took like a lot of booze from the bar.
Yeah, I finished all the beer, but I do happen to have something stronger, if that helps.
I'm not interested in drinking it. I just thought about. I mean, I could spill some of the stuff about over myself, and I'm just gonna stumble in there and yell some stupid things and pretend I'm lost and see what the situation is, and if it's let's just say kind of dangerous. Immediately, you guys come in
you
and
know
help.
what? You convinced me when you said spill alcohol over you and stumble in. I mean, even if that doesn't work, it will be hilariously entertaining, and I'm all for that. So go ahead.
I mean, if it's 10 humans, and I'm not exactly the optimistic type, but I can finish these off. But of course, I don't know what else is in there. So what's the time right now? 2,
Yeah, it's
3 in the
about-
morning.
Yeah, it's about 3:30 in the morning.
But I think the general plan is we want to search the place. And then we want to be off quickly. Right?
Yes, but
Yeah.
the thing is that there are 10 people in there, and we won't really be able to search the place unless we somehow
rid of them.
neutralize those people.
Or somehow get them out of there.
Or do that.
I think I could try to scare them off. And the remaining ones we could take out or scare off ourselves. Or
Could
we
you do
could
the-
go for the drunk troll.
Could you do that from
Actually-
here, so the people who maybe
This-
flee the
my-
building
my-
don't see
My
us?
spirit could try to fear him off.
Sounds good to me.
Well, the spirit would really only need to manifest for them to fuck right off. Probably.
And he's
Quick
got
question,
the fear ability.
The
Good question.
the large door. What type of door is it?
It's a metal door. It's like
Is it
like one of those
like
things that scrolls up
Oh right, okay, yeah,
when trucks roll in. You know the type.
I know.
I have
I
no
was
idea what it's
thinking-
called, but
I was thinking it could just zoom in and cause a panic, and if there's some guy around who's cool enough, I think we can deal with them.
If I would hide over here, am I still invisible, or
yeah.
is
Yes.
this too far away?
No.
Nope.
Okay.
There is no range on
Ah,
the spells.
Okay.
Just
There's no official range, but
well, on sustaining them, I don't believe there is a range.
Yes,
on,
but-
on
but-
casting
Okay.
them there is.
I do
Okay.
reserve the right to dismiss the spell if you go to the Bahamas.
Yes, I agreed, but I mean,
Okay.
there's no line of sight.
But yeah, so
or-
long as you
or-
remain in the greater Reykjavik area, you're fine.
Okay. So if you could scare them off from where you are right now in the smaller building, I suggest. I mean, I would position myself here and hope that they are so in panic they open the front door because the cars are here and the big exit gate is nearer. But of course, if they go to the small door, I could just only enter there and take care of the guys who maybe stay behind.
Hmm.
There is another thing we could do. I'm not sure it's a better idea. I think what we have is probably a better idea. But we could simply sneak in and take them out with silenced weapons.
How do we sneak in if we can't open the door silently?
You can crowbar the door silently.
Yes.
Since you have a crowbar, that's an option.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a warehouse, so we don't know if there's someone, I don't know, sitting right here and then...
Yeah, that's true. Someone could be leaning up against the door.
Yeah.
In which case you would not be able to open it silently.
When it's 3 in the morning and I don't think it's plumbers in there. So whether they're playing illegal poker or, I don't know, have a meeting of some sorts. I don't think the small door or the huge door would be unguarded. Not guarded, unguarded.
Well, so far none of this place has been guarded.
Yeah, because they believe they're secure.
Yes, so
Because-
why would they guard these doors if they believe they are secure?
Well, bottom line is you don't know if the doors are
Yeah.
guarded or not. Anything else is just speculation.
Yeah.
So there could be some guy leaning up against the door smoking a cigar. And as soon as you crowbar it up, he's gonna backflip around and fill you full of bullets. Also, there could be a bunch of guys drunk off their heads playing poker in the middle of the warehouse and wouldn't notice if you drove a truck through the front door. Either one is entirely possible. It's just a matter of betting.
I want to bet on... Lucifer almost fell. I want to bet on that there is not actually a guy leaning or close to the door. However, I would like Vietho to actually force the door, and I would like to stand next to it with a silenced pistol. So if someone is actually standing right next to the door, I can actually just pop them one in the head as soon as we open it.
Alright.
I think that
That'll
will
work.
probably be the best course of action, at least.
What
to
what
start
sort
with.
of silenced pistol do you have? Because a silenced pistol is not particularly silent. Unless it's an Ares light fire.
Which I happen to have.
Well, there you go. That'll do it.
I
So-
agree to... I follow along and we're keeping invisible. Staying invisible.
Alright.
Sounds good to me.
Give me another strength plus body plus crowbar test.
I think the crowbar gives you like a +2 on these checks, but I don't know how you want to account for that.
Well, it was 16 dice last time. Don't think that's changed.
No.
There we go.
What?
6 hits. You force the door. Real clean like. And lucky for you, there is in fact nobody leaning up against the door. There is a large rack right over here. 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 It's difficult to erase things in Roll20, so I'm gonna have to draw over the 10 guys.
Yeah.
I hope they'll-
Actually, what you can
Yippee.
do is you can, if you use the mouse icon, you can just select things and press
Yeah,
delete.
and delete it.
Yeah, like I said, it's difficult, it's not impossible. So, go. There's 3 things over there. It's like high warehouse shelves with various plumbing supplies. And then you can hear, roughly around here, where the ping is, some voices speaking in Russian. They don't sound particularly drunk. They sound a little bit drunk, but yeah, they sound like coworkers chatting about something, not like they're playing poker and accusing each other of cheating. And
Alright,
you
so-
can now
so-
roll a perception test.
So
for
this is
hearing.
simply just a open warehouse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
Sustaining is hard. But
Yes.
that's critical hit. So 2 hits. One moment. Your B. Dang it. Alright, I'm back. Anyone there?
Yeah.
Hey, that's great. Well, I can't seem to find my gun, but that's what you hear. Sounds of it's a toy gun, don't worry.
God damn it! I just pulled mine apart, and I haven't put it back together.
Well, yeah, you can hear like the click-clacking of people loading guns. Like the typical sound you always hear in movies whenever anyone
Yeah.
releases a rifle, like the and someone loading bullets and yeah, gun sounds is what you hear from here.
Alright, so there really is nothing in this warehouse except for these 3 stacks of whatever.
Yeah, plumbing supplies.
And people
there
who sound
are-
like they're preparing something.
Yeah, and people who sound like they're assembling, loading, cocking.
Does it sound though that they are doing it just now and just started doing it now, or like they have been working on it for a bit?
No, they sound like they're doing it like while they're just talking, like they're
Alright, okay,
assembling
yeah.
guns.
Okay, so they are
Okay.
basically doing it casually.
Yeah.
They are not like, oh, someone just walked in,
No.
like to assemble our guns and shoot them.
No, because guns
Okay.
don't make that sound when you aim them.
No, but maybe they didn't for some reason have their guns assembled for some very strange
Yeah.
reason. I
No,
just
they-
wanted to make sure.
Yeah, okay, so
Sorry.
no, they are currently putting together guns.
Alright. And there is
Okay.
nothing else in there.
No, not that you can tell, but you can't see the whole room. You can't, for example, see right here,
Alright.
and you can't really see anything over here either. You can
Yeah.
see these 3 shelves,
Okay.
sort of
But-
through each other. There's crates and pipes and shit on
Okay.
them.
Okay. So we're still invisible, so I suggest we just sneak up or walk very, very quietly up to here
Yeah.
and have a look.
The invisibility is not
Yeah.
foolproof. It can
Yeah.
be resisted.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna sneak.
Alright,
Well,
so
roll sneaking, that is.
roll sneaking. I suggest Aaron stays behind since he's sustaining.
Yes,
Suspense.
agreed.
So, Vietho and Leo roll sneaking.
Sneaking, God, what was it? Ew.
Alright. Let's see. Alright. Well, you sneak around the corner and one moment. Nope, your invisibility holds. And so how far are you gonna sneak? Over here?
What can
Or,
we see when we actually come to where we are?
Well, as soon as you
at that
go,
moment?
well, right there, you can see sort of there's a concrete floor and a couple of forklifts right over here. I'll throw them quickly. Say forklifts are yellow, right?
Yes, they are.
There we go. There's a yellow forklift over there, which is probably supposed to drive like along the U-shaped passage around the things, and then you can see sort of the back of one dude right over here. No, right over here. It's the back of one Russian man wearing a white tank top, buzz cut, gangster tattoos all over him, smoking a big fat cigar, and mumbling something in Russian as he's assembling an assault rifle. He's not particularly fat. He's a beefy dude. He looks like a gangster. If you've ever seen a picture of a Russian gangster, then that's pretty much what he looks like. Except he's not wearing a tracksuit right now.
Does he have a gold
Okay.
chain around his neck at least?
Of course he does.
Sounds like it, yeah.
Yeah, he's chatting with some people. He's having a good time. He's at work.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna
Um,
move a bit further over here.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, you can see more Russians. They're all sitting around a big table with a bunch of crates on it, and the crates are stuffed to the brim with guns. Pistols, submachine guns, assault rifles, everything up to light machine guns, and there's even a couple of rocket launchers.
Alright, so being a fairly intelligent person, what would the market price, the street market price for this kind of thing be?
Well, all combined, it would be probably upwards of 100 grand.
Alright, I think we just found our pay data.
Yeah, all the Russians are armed, obviously. They're currently holding some very dangerous guns, which they're assembling, and there's a ton of already assembled guns all around them. And there's 10 of them.
Okay. The what did you call the shelves? Are they completely packed, or can I just like when I would go there, can I peek through them?
They're not completely packed. You would be able to peek through them in some places. However, if you're standing here, then
Yeah.
you can't see all the way
Yeah.
to here.
Yeah.
But you can see
course.
through some places of
Yeah.
this one, and you could even crawl through them all and get through somewhere over
okay.
here if you were really sneaky about it.
Yeah. So. If I would get over here, it's possible that I could make out the other 9 guys.
Yeah,
Huh.
that's just a sneaking test, and possibly a gymnastics test.
Ha, gymnastics is high.
I think it's hilarious that the best sneaker in gymnastics guy is the troll. of the group.
He's in good shape.
I know.
So if I want to go up to from from here to here, what would I have to do?
Just roll gymnastics and sneaking.
So two rolls, or
Yes, if you fail on the gymnastics roll, then you're gonna knock over something
okay.
in your clumsy attempt to squeeze through the shelves. And if you fail your sneaking test, you're gonna make some noise, and they're gonna spot
Yeah.
you. Well, they're gonna hear something, and maybe look
Yeah.
in your direction and see an invisible troll, and just go back to work. So you're pretty safe. It's not a high risk
Man.
roll. Also, you have a bunch of edge, so don't worry about it. Let's start with the gymnastics, though.
Yeah.
Or athletics, I forget what this game's called. There we go, 2 hits, that's plenty. You managed to backflip your way through those shelves.
Also, I do have to do the sneak roll.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, right.
There you go. That's an even bigger success. So they have no idea what just happened. So yeah, you can see all 10 guys.
Okay.
And there's 9 guys working on assembling weapons.
Uh-huh.
And there's one guy who is about 2 meters and 5 centimeters tall, weighs probably around 250 kilograms, is human, and is sitting on a big old chair, big old leather recliner over here, smoking the fattest cigar you've ever seen. And yeah, is ordering the other ones around in Russian.
Okay. I mean, I'm seeing this, so the other two don't. But can I tell them over the communication thingy, or is this just?
You can tell them, but you would risk
Yeah.
being heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, the micro transceiver is it's a subvocal mic.
Is it subvocal?
Yes,
Oh,
it
never
is.
mind. And you can just tell them.
Okay, so they know as well now.
Yes.
Okay.
Keep
So
in mind
big
that something that we might want to consider in the future is that we could set up just a matrix network of our own,
Okay.
where we can basically stream what the other people are seeing. So if
Yeah.
you
Okay.
have something like Cyber-Eyes or Contacts or something that can actually record, then you can possibly stream that to us. It's not really the best idea always, but it's something that we can do if needed.
So yeah, the big B stands for big Russian guy. And when I say big, I don't mean like muscular, I mean fat. There's like a morbidly obese Russian dude with a huge cigar, sitting on a leather recliner, ordering around 9 guys with guns.
Okay. But those 9 guys are just in front of the shelf and not. So
Yeah, they're
if-
sitting around a big
Yeah.
table, picking unassembled guns out of crates and assembling them, loading
So
them with
they're-
ammo and yeah.
They're not like over here.
No,
Okay.
they're all around the red boxes that someone helpfully drew.
Alright, what I'm thinking is shock and awe. Throw away, I don't know, 2 flashbangs in there. Stun them a bit. If someone survives, we shoot them.
I have those.
Yeah, you do.
What's the plan here? Because I think we can try to fear off some of them first, because we only
no,
need
the
a
flash-
few
the flash-
minutes here,
yeah.
and
Agreed. The flash, that's why I'm saying flashbangs. Because those will only stun them, not kill them.
Yes,
So
flashbangs
what-
do 10 stun damage.
Yeah, what I'm thinking at the moment is we stun them. If anyone is still standing, we basically just shoot them with stun ammo and just stun them. Then we basically take all the weapons and we hold them ransom.
the weapons.
Yes, because
Yes.
as far as I can tell, those are worth
So
100k plus, so that's at least something.
Well, 100k minus, depending on their condition and
I'd say we let the spirit try to fear some of them away first. Then we go for the stun grenades and all the other stuff.
that might work if they are feared away by the spirit. If that backfires, however, then you've just given them a heads up.
Yeah, that's true. I think we should keep
Or
the
maybe
spirit
we...
as backup.
Okay. Or we could just combine it with the stun grenades. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
That was off character.
Two
Alright,
flashbangs and a
agreed,
fire spirit.
agreed. Throw in some stun grenades, then as soon as they pop, throw in that spirit and fear everyone who
Yes.
has not been thoroughly stunned.
Yeah, the spirit is immune to flashbangs, so
Okay, sounds good. But one question: if we fear them off and they actually do run outside and I don't know, hide somewhere or whatever, if we run out later with all the guns and try to get back to my truck, wouldn't they be still out there?
Can
Yeah,
you
yeah, they
call
would.
your truck here?
No,
No,
it's not a real.
it's a rental. It's a
Yeah,
cheap
exactly.
rental.
It's true.
Well, it's an expensive rental.
Well,
So, I mean-
if needed, I can just run out and go grab the car, bring it in.
Alright, so Leo and Vietho are planning to throw flashbangs, and
Yeah.
Aaron is going to just tell his spirit to pop in and scare the crap out of him.
Yeah.
Once the grenades explode, I just did.
Right, so... Right, Cal and Sarah roll throwing weapons. That's a skill. If you don't have the skill, then that's agility -1.
Actually, I think she can use her assault rifle skill.
Oh, yeah, that's
she
right.
has an
You have the...
underbarrel. Assuming she actually brought the assault rifle.
which he did not. So...
No, I didn't.
And
It says
I take a dose of jazz.
Yeah, you do.
It says here at throwing weapons. It says 7, but it's not. It's not highlighted. It's just gray. I don't get it.
It's odd. Ah, well, whatever. Roll 7 dice. It's not massively important.
Tup, tup.
I think you have like 7 or 8 agility anyway, so... But yeah, that's 1 hit. That's enough to get the grenade in the general area. So, the 2 grenades pop off, and in the very same instant, the spirit pops in right above them, and makes a scary face. But, let's see... Roll. And yeah, the guys, all of them survive both the stunned, both the flashbangs. However, as soon as the fire spirit pops in above all the ammo, then the heat from his body starts popping off bullets and missiles and grenades. So you may now roll for initiative, which is the only roll in Shadowrun which is not a simple XD6 greater than 5 roll.
But it's not reduced by my sustaining spells.
Yes. I think. Yeah, sure. There we go. Cal? Alright, and then Sarah, you just type... what does it say on your initiative thing in Chummer? It's,
I'm
simply
looking
over in-
for it. I don't.
It's over on the
I
side
can't-
under other info. There's like a build summary and other info tab,
Ah. Oh God.
and there's like a thing that says initiative.
8 plus 1d6.
Okay, so just type. There, just type /roll 8 plus 1d6. That'll work, I think. Yeah, there you go.
Ah!
Hey!
That is
Better than
some
ever.
kind of lousy ammunition we're talking about, I think.
It might be high explosive.
It's a Russian, so
Yeah, there you go.
Mm.
Soviet surplus.
I'm not convinced. People like it.
The bookkeeping.
Have you figured out how the initiative tracker in Chummer works?
I have not. I didn't even know there was one.
There is one, and we really should figure out how it works.
Yeah. Really should do a lot of things.
Yes. And,
I'm right back.
is it?
Ow.
Okay, so Cal, you're first.
Alright.
What is
that's-
the situation?
Well, the situation is about to get pretty bad. The spirit popped in, and he has a fire aura, which emits a bunch of heat around him. An elemental aura. I forget exactly what it's called. But yeah,
he tends to set off sprinklers.
yeah, sprinklers, explosives.
Yeah, I know that. I should know that. But, okay.
So yeah, currently just a couple of bare bullets, like gunpowder that's exposed to the air, is going off. However, it seems
Actually, how affected by the stun grenades were those guys?
not really that much.
And the spirit and his fear ability?
I am currently working out that thing. That's
Sorry, I didn't. But
oh yeah, the spirit.
it sounded great. Fear, fire spirit.
Yeah, fear's alright.
I think,
Yeah,
however,
exactly.
with one thing that really sucks about it is that it's single target.
Really?
Yes, it is.
Oh,
There we go.
I come
Which,
back.
to be honest, is ridiculous, but yeah.
5, 4, 6 fire spirit, fear, single target. Okay, but why not?
What?
Yeah, it's single target, but
I
yeah,
rethink
basically
my
the
standard spirit.
Yeah, the
My
spirit.
character has other problems as well, but
Yeah, but basically, the fear power is not the primary tool for scaring off a bunch of people with a 4/6 fire spirit. He just pops into the air and roars, breathes fire into the air, and that'll scare off most of them. He basically rolls intimidate.
okay.
He's pretty good at it since he's made of fire. Let's see. Let's And yeah, some of the Russians look pretty darn spooked. However, they haven't had a chance to go yet because it's Cal's turn. And yeah, some gunpowder is going off from the heat from the spirit. Alright,
Give me just a second.
Actually, spirit goes first, and yeah, that's what he does. He intimidates them, and yeah, Cal. What you gonna do?
What I am going to do is I am going to drop one of my flash packs where I am. I am going to move over here and I am going to shoot this guy
Okay.
while
that's-
activating a second flash pack if possible.
No, that's 3 actions already.
No, that's 2 actions. I can move while shooting. I just
Oh, yeah,
get
yeah,
minus
yeah.
2.
That's right. Go ahead. I forget the movement in Shadowrun is different from Pathfinder.
Yes, it is. Very much so.
To the better. So, roll shooting, and you drop a flashback.
Yes, I'm leaving a flash pack right
Okay.
here, pointed in
Yeah.
this direction.
It in fact does
No.
something like this.
No, it's direction.
Pings.
It's direction movement.
Oh, well then. I don't like flashbacks, so.
Yeah.
Well, roll shooting.
It's basically just a flash or a strobe in one direction,
Yeah, yeah.
and what it does is -4 to attacks.
Thought it was
to
minus
people
2.
that look in this direction, basically.
Thought it was -2.
Nope, it's -4, it's -2 if you have flare compensation.
A lot better.
I just looked it up. I
There's
thought
a
it was
huge
-2
difference.
as well. Alright, I'm shooting this guy.
Yeah. Four hits. He would try to dodge, but he is a bit dazed, so that's 4 net hits. And so, how much damage is he facing, Cal?
A bit, I believe.
Four net hits. What's the damage and what's the AP?
So So he is facing 12 damage with a AP of -4.
Alright. Well, you said he is still alive. What kind of gun is that?
It's a Ares Predator,
Oh yeah, of course.
so I'm not silenced at the moment.
No. Bit too late for that anyway.
Exactly.
So yeah, he's not dead, but he took a bullet. And next player up is Zatni. Your move.
Can I move over here and go for mass confusion area of effects somewhere around here?
Yeah.
So I can target all of those guys?
You sure can.
Okay, then Force 5 and... Oh,
Forgetting exactly what that does. Let me look it up.
I dropped the invisibility first on
Yeah.
both of them.
Yeah.
Not on myself.
Not on yourself. Oh
That's-
yeah, because that's in a sustaining focus. So.
Yes.
All right. So Force 5 mass confusion. Go ahead and fuck up their day. Oh. And they attempt to resist with their massive logic plus willpower dice pool with drunk Russian gangsters.
I feel a hint of sarcasm in there.
Just a hint, just a touch, like a soupçon of sarcasm. But yeah, they're pretty confused. The combined flashback and the mass confusion is giving them a -7 dice penalty to basically everything. So next up, Sarah.
Okay, I just have to ask. So you shot the guy with the golden chains, and you, but he's not dead yet. And okay, the stuff that Aaron did, I just heard. But what about the other guys? Because I just
There's a bunch of other guys. They're all kind of stunned.
what the?
Yeah. Never mind that for now. We get into the hard drugs later.
Fang.
The night is young.
That's true.
But yeah, the other guys are basically just baffled. They've been hit with a bunch of flashbangs, a fire
Yeah.
spirit, a mass confusion.
Okay.
They've been shot at. There's a flashback stroping. Their quiet night shift just turned into a mushroom-fueled rave in about half a second.
Okay.
So they don't exactly know what the hell is going on.
So but they are okay.
They're not actually doing anything yet.
Anything yet? But they didn't storm out the building like
No,
scared or
not
something
yet.
as well.
But they haven't had the chance to move. They've barely had the chance to blink.
I saw.
I think you could just move in and knock them out.
Well, there's still 10 of them. Funnily enough, the big guy doesn't seem to be too affected by any of this.
The big guy.
Yeah.
The big blue one.
Yeah.
So I have to take him out
Okay.
first.
Well, you do have a hand that's also a gun. Also, you have some drugs.
Yeah, I'm just remembering this, but man.
But yeah, the drugs are not necessary at the moment. Also, they're addictive, so don't do drugs, kids.
Oh god. Decision making. God.
Yeah, so there's really two avenues of attack. You can try to take out a bunch of Russians at the same time, which would mean another flashbang. Or you could try to take out one high-value target, which would probably be the big two.
She could also do suppressive fire, or well, let's keep it simple.
Yeah,
Keep it simple for now. No suppressive fire.
exactly.
They are suppressed.
I mean, if you say that the most of them are stunned, but the big guy isn't, so I'm gonna take out the big guy.
All right. So, what sort of ammo are you packing? Lethal
Uh,
or non-lethal? You can kill
You
that
wanna
fucker,
kill
or
him? Or yes.
just gonna stun him.
Since I'm not interested in hauling him out, but if he's guys, I don't want to kill him. I just want to
I like that.
Yeah, so just go non-lethal. It's fine.
Okay, so what do I
Yeah,
have to
fine.
do?
Just roll your automatics dice pool.
+2.
Right. Smartlink.
Yes.
Where do I find this number?
It's in skills. It's skills,
Gotcha.
automatics. There's a number.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, +2 to that number because of reasons.
Because technology.
Yes, because technology, that's it.
Okay. Yeah. Ooh.
Okay, that's not particularly good. And this is a good time to bring
No.
up Edge.
Huh.
Go back to
What?
the common part of
Yeah.
Summer. You have a attribute called Edge.
Yeah.
I think you have like 6, right?
Yeah.
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 Alright, so you can spend 1 point of Edge to re-roll all the failures in one throw of the dice. So if you mark down somewhere that you spent 1 point of Edge, that means you get to roll 17 more dice to see if you get any hits on that.
That is called second chance.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. The
So what
reasons
I have
why
to do
an
is-
Edge of 6 is super OP.
Okay, so I have just the first thing I have to do is reduce from 6 to 5.
No. Don't actually
No.
touch that. Just make a note somewhere that you've used 1 point of Edge. You don't actually spend it like that. Just,
Okay. But,
it's a renewable resource. It comes
okay.
back when you sleep.
Before rolling, I have to crank it down to 17, or
Yeah. Precisely.
okay, yeah. Do that.
Hey, that's a lot better. That's a total of 8 hits. Which,
So what's the accuracy on the weapon?
right. Accuracy. Rules, that's the thing. So we go to street gear. And weapons. And the cyber machine pistol.
Um, 6.
6. Alright, so that's 6 hits. And the Russian, even though he doesn't seem particularly stunned, still does not have a chance to defend. So he takes 6 net hits. Let's try to resist
So-
that.
This might get messy.
Accuracy acts as a limit?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
What's the damage on the gun?
6p.
Alright. And the AP, armor penetration?
There's none.
Alright. Oh, that's stick and shock ammo, so yeah. Alright. I know the numbers. Don't worry.
So basically how the damage works is that you look at your base damage, and so that would be 6p in this case, and you add your net hits, which in this case was 6, to that number, so you're dealing, under normal circumstances, you would be dealing 12p damage that he has to resist.
Okay.
However, these numbers are modified by the ammunition you're using, and because you're using stick and shock, your damage turns from physical, which is indicated by the P, to stun, which would be S. And what stick and shock does, it reduces the damage by 2 and turns it into stun. So you are currently, he is currently facing 10 stun damage. Another thing that stick and shock does, it modifies the armor penetration. I think it basically just sets it to either 4 or 5, or minus 4 or 5.
Correct.
Whereas other ammo either adds to it or reduces it. Armor penetration minuses are good for the attacker, since they reduce the armor by the amount that the minus says.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, so he's still standing, well, sitting. But
Alive.
he's been zapped a bit. And now it's finally the Russians' turn. And they start looking around madly, seeing if they can't spot anybody to shoot at. And yeah, well, they have. Well, they would have 0 dice, but I'm gonna allow them to go 1.
That sounds fair.
Yeah, no, they just look around blindly, afflicted by mass confusion, flashbacks, and fire spirits, and yeah, just flail around in the dark. The big fat Russian, however, just slowly raises his arms above his head and closes his eyes. And that's what the Russians do. And yeah, next initiative pass, it's the fire spirit's turn. He's scared the Russians pretty good, and he considers his service filled, and he fucks off.
Well done.
And Cal, your move.
Alright, what I'm... Actually, the guy that I shot, how messed up is he by now?
He's pretty messed up.
Alright. Then I am going to just take an aim... No, actually, I'm gonna shoot him and then take an aim action at another guy.
Okay. None of them can defend at all, since they're just... Yeah, they've been shocked and awed. So... And what's the damage in total then? It's 5 net hits.
13
Oh, yeah, it's
P and AP minus 5.
That's P. Ooh.
Yes, P.
Prove some.
I am running lethal ammo in my Predator.
Yes. Yeah, he's dead. Second bullet finishes him off. 1 down, 9 to go. Zatni. Your move. There's still 9 Russians alive-ish. Don't seem to be particularly helpful at the moment, or useful. But yeah, they're there.
I take it easy and let my partners do the job.
Can't you buff us or something? Or you just gonna stand there and just hang around?
Hey, come on, I just brought them to -7. I can kill them.
You could throw a lightning ball in there.
Yeah, but I'm...
Force 12.
But I'm not going to do that.
Alright. So be it. Then it's let's see, it's Sarah. Your move.
Okay, if the fat guy is still sitting there and has his arms in the air,
Yes.
so I guess he's just what? kind of
Yeah.
waiting.
He's raised his hands. He's
Yeah.
smirking, sort of. And yeah, he's closed his eyes as well.
Okay, so he's just like waiting for whatever we do
Yes.
next, so I can ignore him and take care of some of the other guys.
Mhm.
Knowledge question, whatever. The stick and stun ammo I have.
Yep.
What does it do? I mean, can I like immobilize them for some time or?
What the stick and shock ammo basically does, it's like a thing that sticks to them and then
Yeah.
shocks them. It's a zappy kind of thing.
Yeah.
But with an automatic weapon like a machine pistol, which you have,
Yeah.
you could do a thing called suppressive fire. Basically, just empty your clip, spraying bullets all over them, which would hit all of them potentially.
With the this ammo, or do I have to
With
use?
any ammo, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
What sort of
Yeah.
The
Okay.
difference between stick and shock and lethal ammo, for example, is if you go into your where the other info tab is, you can go into a second tab called Condition Monitor. There you can see you have a physical track and a stun track. So you basically have two separate modes of tracking your health. One is physical damage, which can kill you, and one is stun damage, which will basically just knock you out. However, if you fill someone's stun track, they will basically be out for at least an hour. So
Okay.
it's not just a couple of seconds or a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
if you stun them, they are out.
Yes.
Then I'm doing that.
Yes. Suppressive fire is a good idea.
Yeah.
Yes.
So roll automatics, since they have no way to resist. They'd just be you're just sitting ducks at the moment.
Suppressive fire basically it costs 20 bullets and it basically just covers a cone in front of you.
Yeah. I don't
Okay.
know if you've ever fired a machine gun into a crowd of blind people, but that's basically what's going on.
The number I rolled before, you said my automatics +2. That again, or just
Yeah,
my? Okay.
That's correct. Alright, well, they will valiantly attempt to resist that.
Keep in mind, Tel, that when you're resisting suppressive fire, I believe it's...
Yeah, the defense roll is reaction plus edge, but
Yes.
they don't get a defense roll.
Alright. They don't
This
even get
time.
an edge roll.
No. Well, yeah, I suppose they would get an... Well, no, they don't have edge, so...
Alright, there you go.
So yeah, they roll 0 dice, get 0 hits. And yeah, they try to resist the damage. They fail. And yeah, you zap them. They're all out.
Okay.
Your clip is empty.
So there's.
You have to reload your hand.
Yeah.
And yeah, all of them are out. All except the big guy. He managed to resist much of the damage. Grits his teeth a bit, but he's still just there. His hands above his head, eyes closed, insufferable grin.
Wait, did he put his hand above his head like I surrender?
Yeah, exactly.
Alright. Does this guy by any chance happen to be Boris?
He certainly looks like Boris.
Not
He's got
really.
a big gold chain around his neck which says Boris.
Alright.
In the middle of the night in a warehouse.
Well, it's a Sunday night.
Yeah,
Okay.
Saturday actually.
Okay. So they are most of the
Yeah,
guys
well-
are out. So I suggest we go over and talk to him. I mean,
Yeah. One stunned, one dead, 8 stunned, and
yeah,
surrender.
exactly.
So yeah, fight is over. Guy's just sitting over there with his eyes closed and hands above his head, leaning in a reclining chair. Big old fat guy.
Do you guys want to stay here while I go fetch the truck, or do you want Vietho to fetch the truck? Because I think the Think Wriggler is gonna do the talking.
So you want to take Boris with us?
No, I just want to tell him what we're doing, why we're doing it. Then we're gonna take his guns and say, just leave us alone for a week and you will get your guns back. So, bugger off.
The way he's reacting, I would like to talk to him. I mean, see if he speaks something other than Russian, and I don't know, just see what he has to say.
Agreed.
Maybe-
But I want to be ready to actually
Yeah.
take the guns. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking, should I go fetch the truck or do you want to do it? I think I'm probably better suited for it simply because you are a better combat monster than I am. and if shit really hits the fan, it's better to have you around than me.
Yeah.
That's correct. Unless that
Okay, I
shit requires a mini welter.
go fetch the truck. I'll stay here, but I'll stay invisible.
Alright.
But could you come any closer? Closer?
There you go.
Thanks.
So, Boris has surrendered. His men are stunned or dead. So most of the guns seem like sort of okay, but some of them have melted a bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's sitting in a reclining chair. And then when he hears your footsteps approaching, he says, "Do you have warrant?"
Do you have what?
A warrant.
Sure, I do.
He opens his eyes. You don't look like cops.
To him, I shouldn't look like anything because you can't see me.
No, you're visible. I dropped the
What?
spell on you
Ah.
Yeah.
some time ago.
Mm.
It's just me that's who's invisible.
All right, you might want to shut off the flashback and pocket it.
Well, the flashback doesn't actually cover him right there.
No, but Zatni might still want to do it because
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
basically standing right next to it.
True.
I'm
can
gonna
do
ask
what?
him to do it kindly.
I can do what? Shut off something? What am I shutting off?
The thing.
I left a
The thing.
Strobe
flashback
light.
at the forklift, which is basically a strobe light, which was blinding them. And you were standing
okay.
right next to it, so
I shut it off.
So yeah, they were blinded and hearing voices in their heads and being shot at. They had a
Yeah,
bad
yeah.
evening.
Of course I shut it off.
But yeah, Boris looks right at the big troll, which he says doesn't look like a cop. Then he takes a second look and says, "Actually, you look like a cop. What do you want?"
What are you doing here in the middle of the night? He's gonna ask.
Working.
What do you work at?
I'm a plumber.
you don't
I'm
really look like a
simply-
plumber.
I'm not gonna say anything to this, but I'm just looking at the stashed guns in front of him and raise one eyebrow.
What? It is plumbing supplies.
I raise
Big
two
rats
eyebrows.
in Reykjavik.
What?
It's big rats in Reykjavik.
Oh god, I'm a troll. I'm not good at talking. Or playing games.
What do you want?
Do you have any particular rats you have problems with?
No problems.
So you don't need your guns anymore. You don't need your tools anymore.
My tools?
Your plumbing tools. If you don't have any problems, you don't need your tools.
No. No. I don't think so. You're going to take my tools.
You
You're a
don't
thief.
need them.
I thought you were a cop.
You said I'm a cop.
You look like a cop. But you're not a cop. Who are you? What do you want?
Maybe I'm interested in taking part in your plumbing business.
Well, you make a hell of an impression. And he looks across the table to the guy Cal shot to death and says, "Well, it looks like I have an opening."
I use my communication link. I think you want to make a deal with him about the Mr. Freeze guy, you know?
I'm just gonna shrug to that because I'm not gonna mention Mr. Freeze right now. So what kind of plumbing would I need to take care of?
Well, you could go away and I could give you money. It's usually how it works. Here, he drops his hands and reaches into his jacket.
I'm just gonna raise my cyber pistol arm.
Okay, he slows down, moves the jacket slowly, opens it up, and pulls out a platinum cred stick, and slides it across the floor to you.
I'm gonna pull it over with my boot.
Cred stick has a nice shiny 30,000 nuyen on it.
And all this just for me to go away.
Yes, that's how it works. You did good. You go away. Maybe I give you a call.
I say we take the cred stick and the guns,
Yeah, of
and
course.
then we say to him, if you want your cred stick and your guns back, you will leave us alone, and yeah, all will be fine.
Are you actually going to say that?
I was, of course, thinking of taking the stick and the guns and say, well, if we have something else in mind, we will find you. I will find you. I'm alone. I will find you.
Well, what you should say is, I'm going to take this, you will get these back, but you will get these back in a week as long as you leave this guy alone.
Why should I mention Mr. Freeze?
Because we want him left alone. If they don't back up, he will get snatched and we are stuck here.
Okay, so in the end, okay, wait a second. I should offer him that he can get both his money and the weapons back if he leaves Mr. Freeze alone.
Yeah, I think so,
Yeah,
yes.
I think so. Unless you want to deal with him now about simply getting us out of the country.
And 30k is quite a lot just to get us out of there. Why do I have to make the decisions?
Well, because the face is invisible currently.
Yeah.
Somewhat defeats the purpose of being a face. So yeah, it's your call. For better or worse.
Yeah.
But we made that call a while ago when we discussed our mission.
Yeah, you don't want to deal with the Russians. He seems like a bad dude.
We said we were going to talk to him. Okay.
Yeah, so basically what he thinks is going on probably is that you're trying to shake him down, trying to threaten him or something, for which he is willing to pay you 30,000 million to just go away. Which he doesn't even seem particularly surprised. Apparently this has happened before.
Exactly. This is why I'm curious right now. And okay, easy money, but if there's a second job in there, I'm thinking about getting it. But I mean, couldn't we just like double play him? Would be interesting.
He's not exactly in much of a position to bargain right now.
Yeah.
You literally have a gun to his head.
Okay.
Let's see if he has any more cred sticks. Take those and then shoot him in the head. The world is your oyster.
We could do that, but we don't know if that will actually get the organization of our Johnsons back.
That's true.
I think we should take the money, take the guns, say you will get this stuff back if you leave this guy alone, and don't bother.
I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna wait a couple seconds to see how he reacts to the name. So,
alright.
Thanks for the money, dude, and I'm gonna take your weapons and your money, but you can't get it back if you leave.
No. Keep the money. It's fine. I have more guns.
Guys!
Yeah, we can hit him again tomorrow. If that's what he's asking for, then we can do that.
Yeah. So if you do have any more weapons, I'll come back tomorrow.
Is that so? Very
You're
well.
offering.
Okay, I will see you tomorrow. You take care.
Okay. I'm just gonna take the guns and leave.
Okay, there's a lot of guns.
Alright, I'm
It's like
bringing the
boxes
truck.
and boxes of them.
You bring in the truck where from where are you coming? Through the gate or can I just question, is there a right button that says open the gate?
Nope.
So I just
There's a
punch it.
chain.
Yeah, I'm just gonna drive through the gate.
I mean the
You can
gate
drive through
box.
the hole you cut in the fence. It's a chain link fence. It's not going to stand up to a pickup truck.
Well, you did say that the lock on the gate wasn't gonna do that either.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, this gate is there.
No, the gate on the perimeter. The fence. This gate.
Yeah, but I mean, is there an reachable some bright shiny button or so that I just have to press?
Oh
and
yeah,
it
yeah,
opens
yeah.
up?
On the inside of the
Open the door,
warehouse, yeah.
yeah.
There's a button right here that opens the door. It's fine.
Okay.
Just opens up. Opens right up, and you can load the boxes into the pickup truck.
So I just kind of like smile at the big fat guy and
Yeah. Big fat guy drops his hands and lights another cigar and just watches you load his guns, waves at you.
Alright, I think we really should tell the finger wriggler once he actually gets back to talk to this guy, tell him we don't really want to mess with you, but we are getting paid to do so, so leave our client alone and you will be left alone in return. That's at least my suggestion. I'll be right back.
Well, our face was AFK for that suggestion, so
it sounds
you.
quite good to me. But Mr. B is not at all bothered by us or by this
if he is,
intrusion.
he's doing a good job of not showing
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Almost like he's been held at gunpoint before.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me, but I mean, I don't think we can keep him and his folks busy for a week by doing this. That would be quite a waste of time. I
Yeah,
think.
this encounter would have gone a lot differently if they knew you were coming.
Yep, exactly.
This was about as clean as it gets.
Yeah.
Not so much if, yeah.
Huh.
So it also depends on how many other resources he has. If this is his whole thing, then
Yeah.
you could just shoot those guys and mission accomplished. You destroyed the Russian mafia. You don't
Yeah.
owe anyone any money anymore, Mr. Freeze.
No. So he's not interested in giving me another job. He's not interested in keeping his money. I mean, there has to be some pool of resources that is handy for him.
Possibly.
Where are the others? They're both gone.
Yeah, they're both AFK. Where is Aachen? It's
Near
on
Cologne.
it's on the west side, right?
Yeah,
West
yeah.
of Germany.
It's the most western city I think in Germany,
Yeah.
and it's one hour or so by train from Cologne.
Right.
Or yeah,
I've been to Germany.
never.
Well, yeah, I've sort of been to Germany.
You
I,
flew over it, or
No, I landed on a German airport and then drove to Belgium.
what I wanted to ask you, where in Iceland are you from?
I'm from Reykjavik,
Ah, okay.
born and bred, city boy.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, my family is from the countryside.
Okay.
It's a nice place. I like it.
And back.
I like the weather.
And my brother, I mentioned, traveled
Yeah, you mentioned that.
around the whole around Iceland.
Yeah.
So, but have I been to Reykjavik? I think.
If you've been to Iceland, you've been to Reykjavik.
Yeah.
Basically half the country. I think, yeah, what, 2/3 of Icelanders live in Reykjavik or something like that?
Approximately, yeah.
Huh. Okay. Aaron is still gone.
Mm.
So, but question: we loaded the guns, and I took
Yep.
the money, and
Mhm.
I think we should say goodbye to him. Did I mention the name or didn't I?
You mentioned Mr. Freeze.
Okay.
Did not mention your own name.
Yeah. Yeah, but he seems pretty calm.
Yeah. So what you said was that you'll give him back the money and the guns
Yeah.
as long as you leave Mr. Freeze alone. To
Yeah.
which he responded, no, keep the money. I have plenty of guns. So you're not exactly sure if he got the message.
He didn't get the message, but saying this, I mean, it could mean that we better find Mr. Freeze, the next thing, because now Mr. B knows that Mr. Freeze hired some whatever guards.
Yeah, it's a muscle.
Exactly. So he's gonna try to kill him with all the other weapons he has. So
Yeah, so call Mr. Freeze then as you
Yeah.
drive away with a
Yeah.
pickup truck full of illegal firearms.
what about alerting the police? I mean, this is I think since he's here himself, we don't have to try to annoy him further.
That's true. But there's nothing illegal in the warehouse anymore. You took all his guns.
Yeah.
Unless some of his men have, like, drugs on them, which is likely, I guess. But
I mean, calling the police would simply be like tiny bit of annoying, but not more. So
yeah,
I don't think it's necessary.
exactly. So you're gonna call Mr. Freeze and tell him
Yeah.
mission. I don't know, man.
I still want to get the elf to actually talk to Boris and try to convince him of actually leaving Mr. Freeze alone. In turn, we will return the guns and the money, and everything will be fine.
Okay, I move in.
Alright.
Now visible.
Yeah. Boris has lit another cigar and is inhaling the smoke heartily.
Hey Boris, you have another one for me?
Okay. Pulls out another cigar and throws it at you.
Thanks. I light it up.
With your finger. Magic man.
And I take a few smokes.
This is a very strong cigar.
Yeah, I know how to handle it. I don't inhale.
Do you?
know.
You have one body. Oh, don't worry about it. You can puff a cigar. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna make you work for it.
I hope I can. You know, I don't want to have any trouble with you or whatever.
Oh, why would you want that? Nobody wants trouble.
Yes,
Trouble is bad for business.
and you don't want any trouble. I just want to, you know, I have a job to do and there's this Mr. Freeze and he owes you some money. Yes?
Yeah.
Or no? Or yeah? Ah, okay.
Well, maybe.
I just wanted to check if we're on the same page here because I think we can talk openly here now because, you know, it's kind of shit had hit the fan already situation thingy, right?
You could say that.
Exactly. So this Mr. Freeze guy, he just wants to not pay you. I'll be honest here, this 40k Nguyen. And this 40k Nguyen is...
40k.
Yeah, that's
what he told you.
Yeah.
That's
What
fun.
are we really talking about?
So, Mr. Freeze, you know him?
No. Why would I know him? We talked, sure, but
You work for him, correct?
I work for him, correct? No. I took a job, but I'm not the I work for somebody type of guy, you know.
Right. Well, he's fine. You take money, you take guns, you don't come back. He's fine. I have more money, I have more guns.
You know, I'd appreciate if we could take it easy because you can have your money back, you can have your guns back.
No, don't worry about it. It's fine, you keep it.
Boris, I don't want to make enemies here.
No, why would you want to make enemies? Let's be friends.
Yeah.
You take money, you leave. Everybody friends. You go tell Mr. Freeze. He'll be okay.
Do I believe him?
Well, roll judge intentions.
What would that be?
That would be charisma plus intuition. Yep, you believe him.
Okay then.
I think you should ask him, however, how much Mr. Freeze actually owes him.
Oh, what?
Because we might be able to shake Mr. Freeze down for some money by using that info.
Oh, what he owes him.
Yeah, or what?
I think we're okay then. Just as a party gift, tell me, how much did he owe you?
He owed me 40,000.
Okay then. Bye.
Goodbye. I see you around. He takes another big long drag of a cigar, draining it all the way to the stump.
I so don't like it. But here we go.
Alright. And gonna call Mr. Freeze.
So we're on our way out?
Yeah, you're on the way out, car full of guns.
I assume we're putting something over the crates of guns.
Yeah. Probably. Right?
Well, I am. I don't
Yeah.
know about the rest of the group, but I most definitely am.
You spread something over the guns. Like a tarp or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, are you gonna call Mr. Freeze right away, or?
Oh, we called it a day.
I think we should call Mr. Freeze, see what he actually says.
Well, if you're gonna call him, then you have to do it right away, because otherwise this is the end of the mission.
I'd say we bring some distance between Mr. B and us and call it a night.
Alright.
Alright. That's about 3.5 hours, so that's it for part 1. Stay tuned.